Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today we are taking a look at all of the Brickheadz figures ever made. It's a very quick little episode. We're taking a look at everything from San Diego Comic-Con as well as Series 1. So, well, let's take a closer look.
The collection as of right now totals exactly 20 Brickheadz figs, the first 8 coming from San Diego Comic-Con, and then 12 more that finalized Series 1. So far, the Brickheadz figures span the collections of Marvel, DC, and Disney, though Disney is pretty broad. We have yet to get any Star Wars Brickheadz figures or any guys from other licenses, but I have a feeling we're going to be getting a ton of new series of Brickheadz figures as the years go by. Anyways, let's start off with the original series, and we'll get into San Diego Comic-Con a little bit later, and I guess we're doing Disney first. First up is Captain Jack Sparrow. His distinctive features are his long studded hair, which kind of shows that it's a bit curly, and he's got a nice little build that shows that goatee. Next is his opponent, Captain Armando Salazar. A few nice prints that make up the front. He's got a big chunk missing out of the back of his head and some nice wavy hair sticking out to the side. A decent looking dude and the only guy that doesn't come with a pink brain piece in the center. Next here we have Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Definitely a unique build. She's got those great prints that make up the skirt. Nice long flowing hair in the back, and I especially like how the print in the front sort of matches up those little shoulder pauldrons. And naturally we're going to move on to the Beast now, probably the most unintentionally cute character out of any of these Brickheadz guys. Lots of little things to appreciate, like the tail coat and the builds for the hair, as well as the eyebrows and those big fangs. Definitely a good looking guy, but we're jumping on over to Marvel. First character being Iron Man. He is a bit darker red to emulate the colors of him from the cinematic universe. And all in all, I'd say he's one of the simpler characters, with his only distinctive features being the extra few tiles put on the front and back to show his armor plating. Here is Captain America, even simpler so. I do like these dark colors used to make up the suit for the character, and he does look great with that little Captain America shield. Now, this is, I think, my favorite of the Marvel characters. Black Widow has an excellent build for the hair. Really distinctive, and it works quite well. She's also got a lot of extra tiling that goes on the legs and arms, which I wasn't expecting. And then Hulk. Hulk is very unique with the big arms. That is the only thing really to make him a little bit more Hulkified. They changed the build for the arms, and they also accentuated the brow above the eyes. I think that was also a nice touch. Now we're moving on to DC. Here is Batman, specifically from the Lego Batman movie. The way you can tell is that belt kind of sticks out a little bit more, and everything else about him is extremely plain. This, on the other hand, the Joker, is probably one of the most awesome Brickheadz figs. I think he is my absolute favorite. The build for the hair is excellent, and there's way more parts in this guy than just about anybody else you're gonna get. Now, that doesn't mean other builds for these characters can't also be good. Batgirl is a pretty nice build. Same build for the cape as we got for Batman, but that hairpiece sticking out the side is a little nicer, and in general, I think the colors are just a lot more interesting. Robin has also a slightly different build for the cape, better build for the hair, and I think most agree that they kind of got the design for the glasses a little bit off. It just feels a little strange, and once again, I'm liking the colors for this character a lot. And by the way, we just finished off Series 1. This is the print that is at the bottom of all of their stands. Pretty darn simple. And now we're moving on to the originally released Brickheadz. These guys came out for San Diego Comic-Con, and this is the print that goes on their stand. Starting off with the Captain. As you can see, he's colored and built in the more classic comic book style as appropriate. Extremely simple, but pretty nice looking nonetheless. And then this is also Iron Man, once again, bright colored red to show off the sort of comic book style, but almost the exact same build as we got from Series 1. Now, Series 1 repeated these two characters, but Doctor Strange is unique and probably will remain so. Nice classic detailing. I do like the build for the hair and the collar that comes around the back. He's got pretty good detailing all around. Now, when we move on to Black Panther, he is, I think, the simplest guy out there. Some detailing on the arms, and also a couple of simple prints for the head. Nothing special. And then we get our Joker. The original Joker, I do like the hair also. It's a really nice classic setup for the hair. He comes with a special printed tile Joker piece in his hand, a flower. Pretty good all around. And then we've got classic Batman. This is 1960s Batman, so he's much lighter blue, and I like him a lot more actually than the other Brickheadz guy we got. He's just a much more fun looking Brickheadz figure to display. And then we're moving down further with DC with Wonder Woman. Awesome build for the hair. hair, and she just looks great with all the different colors. That whip certainly fits with her extremely well. And then we're finishing off the entire thing with Superman. Relatively simple guy all around. I think his most distinctive feature is that curl right in the front, and then there we have it. That is everything for all the Comic-Con figures. Here are all 8 of them together. They were given away last year in 2016, about 7 months ago, and on eBay they were selling for around $50 each for a pair. But based on the prices I see on eBay, I would say that they have at least tripled since then. But for some of the more popular characters like the Iron Man Captain America set, that box has been labeled pretty frequently at around $250. Now, conversely, everything from Series 2 came out in separate individual boxes, no pairs like the Comic-Con guys, and each one sold for $10 flat, and still does sell for $10 flat. So I still consider these guys a very good deal, and I think that is going to be a really good selling point for the future, and this is a reason why I think these series are going to keep on going and going, because I think it's easy for LEGO to produce them, they look pretty cool, and they're very cheap and easy to get. If I had a choice in picking any of the figures for Series 2, all I really want are to get a couple of really good X-Men figs, maybe guys that we haven't gotten yet in minifig form, like maybe a Gambit or a Rogue. But considering the amount of licenses and creative freedom that I think LEGO has with this series, the possibilities are basically endless.
All right, that is it for this episode, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember, if you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe, and I've left some links in the video description below if you want to buy some of these Brickheadz figs, and, well, that's it. All right, see you next time at BrickVault.